Hello, this is Greg Allison from Galactic Greg's, coming to you from the Marshall Space Flight Center's Saturn V first stage S1C test stand. S1C is the first stage of the Saturn V vehicle. This is the test stand where this vehicle was tested here at the Marshall Space Flight Center. Let me just zoom in on it here for you. Now, when I was a kid, I grew up 70 miles from here. And when they put the Saturn V first stage on this test stand and it developed 7.5 millions of pounds of thrust right here, I could hear it rumbling 70 miles away, and I knew what it was. Wow, that's interesting. Mention rumble and I get a rumble. Thunder. Ask and you shall receive, right? That's neat. Well, that was, the rumble I heard was a little louder than that even. It was just a continuous little rumble for as long as the stage fired, and I knew exactly what it was. And that was thrilling to me as a kid, knowing that they were firing the engines that were going to take us to the moon. And I was just a kid, but I knew what that meant. The funny thing is that when this firing took place right here, it shook buildings in Huntsville, Alabama. It cracked walls, it shattered windows. And the brand new courthouse, which was built over a cavern in the town square, some feared it would actually cave in, that the foundation would give way, even though they had huge piers that went down into the cave. Yeah, we have a lot of caves around here. So there was fear that these things would happen. Fortunately, the courthouse did not cave into the cavern. And maybe that's fortunate for the cavern as much as anything else, considering its age. But it's quite neat that history was made here. From here you can see the S1C test stand from across building 4666. This is from basically close to the location where I watched the last motor firing done here. It was a firing of the RD-180 engine. That engine firing took place right here. That RD-180 was the main engine of the Atlas rocket used for some time. And as you look over here, you will see we got yet another test stand. There are plenty of test stands in this area. The dynamic test stand for the Saturn V, which also served as a dynamic test stand for the space shuttle. And that crane hoisted the pieces up, which were entered through that door and could be stacked and assembled inside that giant door there. And then everything was shaken in this facility. This is one of the tallest buildings in Madison County, believe it or not. And probably when it was built was the tallest, especially that crane up there. It's quite a facility. And here's another test stand at the Marshall Space Flight Center where various stages were assembled and tested. Upper stages and so forth for the Saturn V, Saturn I. Saturn I was tested at this test stand. There's actually a Saturn I first stage laying on the ground up here. It's not visible from where we're at here, but it's kind of interesting. You can see it from Google Earth. If you go to Google Earth and look around, you can see that Saturn I first stage with its Redstone and Juno core tanks laying out near this facility. Anyway, Greg Allison, Galactic Greg's. I appreciate you watching the video. Be sure to click the update notification bell. Check the links below for our program coming up with the Huntsville, Alabama L5 Society's Apollo Celebration Panel, the past informing the future. And click my links below to support my channel. Thank you. Bye.